First quarter GDP came in as a little bit of a disappointment. Kathleen Madigan's here to tell us about it. What happened in the first quarter in the United States of America, Kathleen Madigan?
The entire nation, 300 million people. Business spending really kind of hit the brakes. It was very disappointing. Consumers did their part. It was up, spending up almost 3%. Inventories added what was expected, and that to me is a little worrisome because the danger is that stockpiling is getting ahead of demand.
Now, do those two things go together, growing inventories and rising consumer spending?
They can. I mean, if businesses think that spending is going to continue to grow at that pace, then of course you want to have inventories in so that somebody walks through the door, you have exactly what they want. The danger is if you think that demand's going to keep going, it doesn't go, then all of a sudden you've got all these goods on hand, you stop ordering, production lines slow down, and that's the worry.
Layoffs.
Well, layoffs.
Where are consumers getting the money? That's what I'm more interested in. We don't hear anything good about wage growth necessarily.
Right, and because we got the employment cost index today at the same time as GDP. Wages are up 1.7%, and that's below inflation. Right. There are other sources of income and
savings.
No. Investment, dividend income is doing very well. Investment income, not so much. Thank you, Fed. Rental income, people who own rental properties because rents are going up are doing pretty well, and farm income is doing well. But you're right.
Didn't we see a drawdown in savings?
No, we saw slower savings.
Slower savings,
which, it's a nuanced thing, but people are still saving. They're not really drawing down.
Saving.
And the stock market did well, so people who hold a lot in stocks felt comfortable about cashing some of them in and spending that.
So put all that together, you got first quarter GDP at 2.2%.
Yeah.
What does that mean for the second quarter? What are we looking at now?
Yeah, I've long said that this is an economy capable of only growing about 2.5% because of the drags that have happened from the past. If weather cooperates, maybe we'll get 2.5%, but I think realistically another 2.2% because one of the big probably, even though seeing the Enterprise landing and everyone's like, oh, it is very cool.
It was very cool.
Government spending is a drag on the economy, both state and local level, and defense spending really dropped in the first quarter.
And the auto industry was a big contributor to the first quarter GDP. What if that, the demand, the pent-up demand that's been there doesn't follow through?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It contributed almost half of the growth. A lot of it was people actually did buy cars. How much of that is now translating into inventories? We're going to have to wait to get the number.
How much of that is that weather effect? It was good weather, so people went out and bought cars. They might have waited till the spring.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we're going to have to see all that. Add all that together. What does it do for the stock market? Not a lot. The Dow is up about 16 points. The S&P is basically flat. Not, listen, they're not down, right? I mean, the market expected it was going to be a stronger GDP report, so you wouldn't be surprised if the market was down.
Right.
But there you go.
Yeah,
Dow Jones up 17.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 2.5 economy is not going to give you a lot of profit growth.
Yeah. Right.
Or add jobs.
Or add
jobs, right? Yeah. And that's what the bottom line is about all this. So again, we're just kind of we're in this mire. We can't get out of it. That's it. We're somewhere between. That's it. We're somewhere between stall speed and escape velocity. That's it. We can't. We're not
getting back to the whole flight. The Enterprise.
Again, getting back to the whole flight thing, right? The
Very
Enterprise.
good.
All right, Kathleen Madigan. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.